Tracy, and I'm back with another video. And in this video I was going to show you guys my eyeshadow palettes and different eyeshadows that I had, and if you guys have any input or any ideas of things that you'd like to see or palettes that you'd like to see me use for the upcoming week, I would love for you guys to give me some input in the comment section. So let's see, the first one I'm going to show you guys is the Melissa Michelle with Ulta palette. This is a really cool palette. I really do like this. The colors are really awesome. It's got 9 shadows. It's got a highlighter, a blush, and a liquid lipstick. And this you can get at Ulta for $20. And the shadows on this are just, they're so beautiful. They're super pigmented. Let me get a matte going here. And I just feel really creative when I use this one. I haven't used it for a while, so I like that one. It's really travel friendly too, because if you want to just take that, you have your blush, you have your lipstick, you have highlighter, and then you have all of those eyeshadows. And then of course you guys know the Carly Bybel palette. I just used this one a few weeks ago. This is such a nice palette too. Got all these eyeshadows and 6 highlighters. You can also get this at Ulta, and you can use the coupon like the 20% off or the $3.50 off of 15. This is $22.50, so it comes out to be, you know, like less than $20. So like with Christmas coming up, if you have somebody that you're thinking about that might be a shadow lover. Next one I have here, we just got this in a BoxyCharm a few months ago. Oh, let me show you the front. Is the Pure Soiree Diaries, and it's got each row is kind of broken down. You can make a look with each of those rows. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but that way, you know, it makes it kind of easy. Like if you're a beginner, you can know which ones go together. And I really like this. I think the quality on this is nice. I've watched a few people that I guess they've just recently sent this out to YouTubers or beauty influencers for PR, which I was kind of surprised because we got it in a BoxyCharm. So now the influencers are getting it. And I've seen a couple people say that they didn't like it and that it was hard to work with, but it was not hard for me to work with, and I really liked it. And then we have the ColourPop I Think I Love You palette. You guys saw this. I think I used this a couple weeks ago in one of my makeup switch-ups. I love these little 12-pan palettes, and today they just came out with 2 more, and I want to go order them. Next one is the, that's not the name of the palette. The name of this palette is the Yes Please palette. And you just got all these warm tones, and I've heard a few people compare this to the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. So this is $16 and her palette's like $125, $129. Not in my price range at all. So I've made some really nice looks with this. So these are the first ColourPop eyeshadows that I've had. This was the first one I bought, and then I bought that one. I don't have any of their singles, but these ones, the quality is so good for $16. I mean, you can't beat it. It's just really nice. Then I have this NYX Ultimate Multi-Finish Shadow Palette, and this looks like this, and it's got 4 different shades, and then they have them in different finishes. So this is like let's see, this is the purple, so you've got like a matte, and then like a satin, and like a shimmer, so you can kind of do like a monochromatic, but it's gonna look, you know, multi-finished, so it won't look bland. It'll look, you know, like it's kind of popping. So there's a khaki color, let's see, there's khaki, there's like a blue, purple, and then like a pink, which, I mean, you don't have to wear them together. You can just do them, you know, whichever, if you want to mix them up. And they're really pigmented. And this palette is, I want to say $17.99, but you guys know I didn't pay that. I got it on I think they were having 30 or 40% off all of the NYX cosmetics. And then NYX is on the drugstore side at Ulta, so you can use a coupon on top of that. So that's what I did. I think I got it for the $3.50 off of 15, plus it was 30% off. And so it came out to like maybe $10. I definitely did not pay $17.99. And now they have these palettes that just came out that are $30 from the drugstore. That's just insane. I can't imagine that too many people are buying them. And then I saw a few people that bought them and they were really disappointed in the quality, and they said they were going to return them. So I won't be looking into those. Let's see. Next I have here, this is by Makeup Revolution, and this is the Death by Chocolate palette. This is just a nice neutral palette you can, you know, do lots of looks with. Their quality on their shadows is really good too. Let's see. Hey! My cat is eating a plastic bag in the corner here. So yeah, this has got, you know, shimmers, mattes. It's just a good neutral palette. Like, this is a good one that if you have like a palette that's all shimmery and you need, you know, a supplemental palette, this is a really nice palette to take. You know, I don't usually like to take 2 palettes if I'm going somewhere. I just want to take one and be done. But like if you're at home and you need, you know, like a crease color or some transition colors to go with, you know, a sparkly palette, this is a really good one to use. I've done that before. And then we have the Pink Fizz palette. It's just kind of a random assortment. It's got a lot of shimmers in it, and it almost looks like it's all shimmers, and then one matte brow bone color and maybe one transition color. I haven't used this one in a while. This was one that I was kind of on the fence about, did I want to get rid of. And then we have the Chocolate Love palette. I've already used this in my makeup switch up, and that's what that one looks like. I just like the purples and the pinks, and it's just got random colors that are kind of nice to have. And then Makeup Revolution again. Oh, this was one that I was kind of like, didn't know if I want to get rid of too. Unicorns Unite. I just used this one a few weeks ago. The quality on this one is not that great. And then this one, Makeup Revolution, the Ultra Contour Light and Shade palette. Not the Shade and Light palette, but the Light and Shade palette. It looks just like the Kat Von D one. And Kat Von D even made a tweet or something to Makeup Revolution saying that they stole her idea. So they're still selling it. But it's a nice all matte palette. So if you're into mattes, that's a really good palette. And then next one here is also by Makeup Revolution, and this is the Neutrals versus Neutrals. And this is kind of supposed to be a dupe for the Modern Renaissance palette. And the quality of these shadows is really good. Let's get this red one. Matte. So I find most of their eyeshadows are really good quality. They do make good eyeshadows. And then next here we have this Sonia Kashuk. This is called Ion Neutral 2. And this is just an all matte palette too. You can find Sonia Kashuk at Target. And I believe this is about $19.99, which is getting kind of high for drugstore. But it's a really good all matte, all neutrals palette. This is a good one to travel with. And you have everything you want to do there. So that's a nice one. And then we have this from BoxyCharm from a few months ago. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2. And this is another all shimmer. So you do need a supplemental palette with this if you don't like to put shimmer through the crease. But it's a nice one. I like all the colors in that. And then this one is also from BoxyCharm. It's called the Real Her 2 Shadow Palette in Do Your Squats. And this is a perfect one for winter coming up with all of these dark colors. I've used this one already, and it's pretty nice. Let's see. So they're very pigmented. And I know swatches don't mean anything, because I've seen stuff swatch beautifully and then I've seen it look horrible on the eyes, and vice versa. I've seen things that swatch horribly and then they look beautiful when you get it on your eyes. So swatches don't really mean much. And then this is another BoxyCharm. And this is called the Blink with BoxyCharm Electric Eyes palette. And these colors are so nice. Another, all shimmer palette. So it's definitely a supplemental palette, which would go good with that neutral one from Makeup Revolution or the Light and Shade. And then this is another one from BoxyCharm, and this is Naked Cosmetics. And these are perfect colors for fall coming up. And another, you need another palette to go with it because these are all shimmers. But I mean, look at that color, that orange, even that green. I've used the orange and I've used the cranberry color, but I haven't really found a way to incorporate that green one in yet. But I'm going to try. Definitely want to try. Then I have the e.l.f. Prism eyeshadow palette and another all shimmer. So you do need another, palette to go with it. But, I mean, these are nice and small and compact, so it's not like you're bringing, big, huge palettes with you if you, were traveling. And then the last ones I have are these Wet n Wilds. These are just this one's called Walking on Eggshells. I think these are really good for, beginners that aren't too sure of what they want to do, because it tells you crease, eyelid, brow bone. This one was a limited edition called Hieroglyphic Hearts. And I don't find myself reaching for these very often. This one is called another limited edition, and it's called Will You Marina Me? And last but not least is Heart and Heavy, another limited edition one. They put the limited edition ones in these pink or these white palettes. And I had two other Wet n Wild palettes, the Comfort Zone and the Petal Pusher. But I guess I skipped over them when I was in there pulling out eyeshadow palettes. So anyway, if you guys see any of these palettes that you would like to see me put on this week or use next week, let me know in the comments what ones you'd like to see me try, and maybe I can do a get ready with me and make a look and see how they come out. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, like this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and share so we can get the word out about my channel and my channel can grow. It seems like it's kind of not growing, so I would like to see some growth. It's been, a few months now. So anyhow, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.